Hello guys, we just checked out of our hotel in Tbilisi and now we are walking towards the metro station. Our plan for the day is to cross the border from Georgia and enter a new country.
Right now we are in the heart of Tbilisi and we just have to get down to the city center where the bus stand is, and from there we have to make our way to the edge of the city to catch our next ride onto the border. So the entire journey is about 2 hours to the border, and if we cross over to the other side, depending on how long the border formalities take, there's another 3-hour journey after that to get to the capital city, Yerevan. So the main concern today is we're going to Armenia, who is, right now in a very tough situation with its neighbor, Azerbaijan. And while we knew a little bit about this, I wouldn't say we knew everything about the history of this conflict between the two. We just know that crossing the border is an intense thing. So, considering the travel history, so we just have to wait and watch. And we've got all of our documentation to show them, including where we have stayed in Azerbaijan in case they ask.
So since this was our last day, our internet package also ran out. So we've just taken screenshot of the route, the bus numbers and how much time it takes and the cities in between so that we don't feel lost.
And the biggest challenge right now is we have downloaded most of our documents into our Google Drive and made an offline copy on the phone as well. But at the same time, we have only the printouts of the visa as per whatever we have read on the internet. So we have prepared with that much, and in case they ask for more, I don't know how we'll manage.
Maybe ask them for hotspot and Wi-Fi then and there and see if we can do something.
As you can also notice, Shish is wearing a new jacket. This is her birthday dress. She just got it here in one of the shops right here in the stone building behind us.
It's getting colder and colder day by day. It's 6 degrees now and I'm wearing like 3 layers of clothes and 2 pants. And Tony is wearing 3 layers again.
I'm just wearing a t-shirt and this jacket and just jeans pants. It's not that cold. I'm pretty sure it's going to get hot in about 2 hours. So what do we do now?
First, we have to load our metro card with some cash. So we go to the metro station, load it up, and then go to the bus stop so we can catch the bus.
Okay, let's go.
The bus ride is 1 lakh. Yes.
What do you get?
I just loaded for 1 lari. So totally we have 4 laris on this card. So that means we can take 4 rides. So 2 rides for both of us. Bye Tbilisi. There's no number on this. Just got on a bus and it will take us to the outskirts and drop us on a highway. And it's a 30-minute ride. I got a seat and Navneet is still standing.
Wait, bag is falling. So we've just gotten off the bus and now we are at the outskirts of Tbilisi city. We just have to cross over to the right side of the highway and then
Start hitchhiking!
yeah.
O, neden tu?
Nav. Shish.
Şişira.
Shishira Nav.
Şişira na.
Yes. Georgia.
Georgia. Batumi, açar.
Batumi. Achar. You watch YouTube?
O,
YouTube?
Arabic, İngiliz. O.
YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
Dolari.
3 kilometers to the border. Huh. We came for about half an hour, and this town is called
No, Marnoli.
Marnoli.
So that was David. He just dropped us off at Marnoli and he said if we go this way, we should be able to reach the border. The border that we are going towards today is called Sadakhlo. It's on the eastern side of the Armenian-Georgian border, and it's about 25 kilometers from here.
We just got on a marshrutka. It is taking us to a town called Sadakhlo, which is very close to the border.
So we just got off the bus and then we paid our ticket price. The bus driver said, no, don't pay. It's so weird. Like, okay, surprising.
Nice.
We are now about 5 kilometers from the border and we have to figure out how to get to it.
There's no public transport now, so we have to rely on hitchhiking.
So now we're just crossing the road onto the highway towards Armenia, and then we have to see how to get across.
It's this way.
Oh, Lada. Lada? Madloba. Okay, where have we come now?
To the border.
Oh, now
Yay!
we see the border up front. So we see the border up front. Once we get in, we might not be able to film, so we'll catch you again in some time.
We just used up all the remaining coins and got ourselves a Mars bar.
So now we're in no man's land. That was immigration. We exited there. All of this is no man's land. I'm sorry, we were so hungry we just had to eat. So on this side is the Armenian entry. So now we have to walk there. It's about 300 meters or so. And on the Georgian side, they just took a little bit of time to verify our e-visa again. I don't know why. But they didn't ask us any further questions. Now we're heading towards Armenia.
Bye bye, Georgia.
Yeah, bye-bye, Georgia. So many large dogs.
Dogs at the border.
Hello.
Hi guys, welcome to Armenia.
This has been a very interesting border crossing experience. Not as dramatic as the last one. So we actually expected that things would go crazy, but it actually turned out to be a lot different than what we prepared for.
Անսահմանափակում էսկորդով ցույց է տալու րոպեները։
So we just picked up a SIM card from a store very close to the border control,
We paid 2,000 Armenian dram,
which is about 413 Indian rupees, and we
and
got
we get 5 GB of data for 30 days and unlimited usage of WhatsApp, Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook.
but there's no YouTube. This store is actually run by the telephone company itself, so you will get like the best deal. You don't have to wait till you reach a bigger city to go and get your SIM card. The second thing is, I thought I'll tell you a little bit about our visa situation. So for Armenia, most nationalities actually get free visa access, and you can just come here and stay for up to 6 months. Coming with Indian passports, of course, we had another challenge here. So if you have an Indian passport but you also have a US visa, a UK visa, Schengen visa, etc., basically a power visa, then you don't have to apply for a visa beforehand. There's some sort of arrangement around visa on arrival. But if you don't have one of these power visas and you're like normal Indian passports like us, then you basically have to get into the e-visa program, which is offered by the Armenian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we went on to that website a few weeks back and then filled in all of our details, paid the visa fee, which was about 3,000 dram, which comes out to around $6.57 US, which
It's
is
pretty decent for a visa fee.
yeah, it's actually the lowest visa
Yeah.
fee we've ever encountered in life. And this is good for 21 days if approved. One thing we discovered while researching on the internet is a lot of Indian passport holders, like many other nationalities, often get rejected in this e-visa program. So we looked at what documents are required, and I think the one document that makes a crucial difference is if you have a multiple entry visa for any other country already valid when you're applying for this country's visa. So in our case, we had both a Georgian multiple entry visa and also a 5-year UAE multiple entry visa, which you guys know. We've made videos about both of these, and we used, while filling up the form, we uploaded both of these documents. Along with that, we also had to upload bank statements, and we mentioned a little note as to what our plan was going to be like.
Yeah.
Although I think that doesn't really matter because it only allows like 50 characters.
Also, we submitted our hotel reservations for the entire duration we intended to stay in the country.
You don't necessarily need to upload all hotel bookings. The main document required is the multiple entry visa.
And the bank statement is pretty important.
Yeah, so we put up those, and then within like 2 days or so, we got our approvals. So they have a standard turnaround of 3 business days. If it goes beyond that, you'll definitely need to follow up. We got our response pretty much in that same time
In 2
frame.
days, yeah.
Yeah, and then we now use that e-visa at the immigration counter to enter. And when we entered, of course, the most dreaded question was asked as soon as the officer saw the last few pages of our passport. So in Central Asia and the Caucasus region, there is a practice of putting stamps from the last pages. I think we generally see passport officers just find whatever page and do it, right? But here
They're very systematic. They go to the last page and right next to the previous stamp, they'll stamp.
So if you look at ours, we have all the stans starting from the last page, and it comes into Azerbaijan, Georgia, and then Armenia. And that's how we got picked up for a question as to what we were doing in that
We
neighboring country.
pointed it out and said, "Oh, you visited this country."
So as soon as he said that, we said, yeah, we were there because we came from Kazakhstan to Azerbaijan and then to Georgia and then to Armenia. He said, what were you doing there? We said tourism, and that was it. He just asked us to show our reservation for tonight, our address. They were very welcoming. He
Yeah.
was, of course, very professional and straight-faced, but that's okay. So he stamped us through in about 5 minutes.
We were very tense for this border crossing, but nice. It worked out
Yeah.
not as dreadful as we expected it to be.
So it's around 1 o'clock now, and we have to figure out how we're going to get to Yerevan, which is about 200 kilometers from here. And
And I just walked around the supermarket here, and the prices seem to be similar to Georgian prices. A Coca-Cola is 70 Indian rupees, and a Mars bar is also 70 Indian rupees.
maybe we're hoping if we get to the city, we'll see a lower
Maybe.
price. I don't know. Let's see. But first impressions of Armenia, it looks...
It's beautiful right now because there's a big mountain in front of us.
Yeah, so we are now in the southern Caucasus again, and we'll see you in a little bit. I'm just picking up some buttermilk.
We just picked up some buttermilk. It's a little sour and a little salty. Not too bad.
Whoops.
And we paid 280 dirham. That's around
Wait, let me see. I would have got the message, right? Okay, so it says 57 rupees.
half a liter.
Yet another Lada ride, my friend.
Yeah, 2 ladders in one day.
Now we wait for a ride to Yerevan. Спасибо, спасибо. Вон то.
Наверное, дескать, ничего не брал в рот.
We have now made it to Vanadzor, and from here Yerevan is still about 112 kilometers.
So the guy who dropped us, like he dropped us just 10 minutes away, but he felt sad that he couldn't drop us for a longer distance. So instead, he left us, and after like 1 minute, he came back and then he gave us 2 coffees.
Yeah, and then
That was so sweet, and I did not expect that at all.
and then after that we just walked a little further away. Another man dropped us about 5 kilometers or so, and as soon as we got off at that next village, we were
From
just
opposite side, a grandpa was like waving to us. We also
So-
waved back, and he was like, Atkuda, Atkuda.
Atkuda is like where. Atkuda is where in Russian. So we said we are from India, and he was very excited.
And
So
he crossed over to the out to our side of the road.
shook
and-
my hands, and then after that he stopped the next vehicle that was going and requested them to take us. And that's how this grandpa and his grandson, they came. They brought
Yeah.
us here to Vanadzor.
We were
And
almost with them for like 1 hour, and like I just slept. My headache went away. And now we also briefly took a nap, and now we are like well energized with our sleep and the coffee.
so while we were driving across, the uncle started playing Indian
Old
music.
Hindi
So
songs.
he played a bunch of different songs for us, and then obviously we couldn't communicate anymore with him. We offered him the cold coffee that we got offered
but
by.
he did not take. But then he pulled over at a supermarket on the way,
And then he got us-
2 piroshkis. That's like
We still have it
yeah,
though.
we have one still.
First impressions of people in Armenia, I think they have been I think they have been very nice so far.
Even when we were trying to hitchhike, if they could not offer us a ride, they were like just smiling at us and we're telling no, we can't, sorry. That was really
Which is
nice.
something we haven't seen in other cities or countries so far. So thanks Armenia. We are really eager to see the country, starting with Yerevan.
But
so we
right
still-
now, look at this view at this town.
Looks really nice, doesn't it?
Unpainted
What is that old vehicle?
I had almost lost all hopes. I thought we would not make it to Yerevan today.
Tourist?
Tourist.
Колах, колах.
Спасибо.
Спасибо.
По-русски знаете?
Чуть-чуть.
Чуть-чуть.
Or coffee.
Явно.
Пирожки?
Явно.
Кофе.
Ведь там покушали, уже покушали.
Back in her usual spot.
Водка. Вот здесь, водка там.
What?
Ящик есть.
No dolly.
Вот. Ящик есть, открой.
Oh. You want? No.
Снимай.
No.
Да?
So this is our friend Saro, and he's from Armenia. He's picked us up from there, and he's picked us up from the last
Spitak.
city, Spitak, and now he's taking us to Yerevan.
He offered us cola, which we took, and he even offered us vodka, which we told, no, thank you.
Wow, Armenia is turning out to be
It's
crazy.
wonderful.
İşte gane, mene kuse gane.
Okay.
Tanır?
No problem. ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಯಾ ಸಾಮಾನು ಫೋನು
Спасибо.
Don't go by taxi anyway.
Huh?
Don't go by taxi.
Thank you.
Honestly? And we finally made it to our room in a hostel. And we are so exhausted. Shish is ordering some food. So we have dinner. And that we are very tired now. We're just going to go to sleep after eating. So we'll see you guys in the next vlog. Hope you enjoyed it.
I'm excited to explore Armenia. Bye. Good night. ನೀವು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಬಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್